Hey guys, Dan from Trading with Dan here. Hope we are all well. Hope you had a good day. Right, so the Bitcoin price, what's going on? But yeah, we pretty much we knew this was a possibility. This was one of the outcomes that we were going to come down towards the 8,500 level. I mean, I think we spoke about that literally this morning. So yeah, so I mean, of the possible scenarios that I was talking about was the 8,500 level getting front ran, and as having a significant bounce from there, or we'll just blow straight through it and straight underneath it. Yeah, that's sort of with the two options, but we can get front ran. Obviously, we've got a lot of people in buying in here, sort of a bull trap, and then we can go back down straight for 8,500 and lower. So don't quite know what's going to happen yet. Yeah, as you can see, the DMT buy line though has kept you out of any sort of buys, so hasn't kept me out of trying some buys on my main account. As you guys know, I was working buys. I was buying and then selling and buying and selling quite a few times. So you make your profits and eventually you stop out the trade. So like I did say, I was stopping. My stops were basically just around the 9,100 level. I think it was 9,124 or 25 I was stopping out. So that was around, yeah, it was around this level under here. So yeah, so stopped out that trade, but the devil makes work for idle thumbs, and I started trying to get in some longs around 8,700, 8,600. I'd orders 8,500 to see if I could catch a bounce from here. So I'm currently in that trade. So I am long again. So DMT is keeping obviously my bot account out of the market. And it's a shame I just didn't stay short it, but I mean, you got to take profits, haven't you? Shorts were underperforming. If you remember before, we were in a bullish market. Two of my losing trades were actually shorts that didn't quite make the 2% trading take profit. So I sort of adjusted that strategy because we were going up, but now it seems like we've got a change in trend in the market, and obviously the shorts are performing well now. So but yeah, DMT buyline coming down fast. This should probably be around 9,200, which is actually quite far away from the price, about $400 away. I mean, like here you can see we were less than $100 away from the price. Yeah, you can see we were getting close, but we are kind of running away from the buy line now, which obviously is showing us that the market is weak. But yeah, so it's a long way up to get a buy trade, but then that's kind of when the market is making big moves down. You don't want to immediately be jumping onto buy trades. You want to be waiting. To confirm at least like some sort of stabilization. The DMT line will then come down and then break through it more sustained. I mean, you don't really see V-shaped recoveries. V-shaped recoveries don't happen like very often. So yeah, so stocks again were taking another hit today. We had a bit of a rally to start off with this morning, but that was basically sold off, and now we're sitting at the lows again. So yeah, so I did actually spend about 20 minutes doing the setup video for the Dominator bot, but I came across an issue with if I could show you here. When I set the alert, obviously I need to set the alerts to trigger the bot, so I set the alert. I'm not going to change much of the settings. It's fine. Create, and then it comes back alert saving failed. Please try again. So there's obviously some bit of an issue with this updated version. If I go over to one of my older charts where I have an older version, if you see, if I go onto here, set an alert, it's got a different. It's got 1,1, something here. So if I click on that and then create an alert for this, that works fine. Look, and this will populate over here. So whilst I can set up the Dominator bot using that and this here, this page here with this older version of the indicator, we just want to try and get that fixed first. So obviously you guys can then set it up if you want to, without that error coming up. So there's no point in me just setting it up in here doing a tutorial and then you having this version where you actually can't set it. So if you see, if you click on it, this one actually says something different. It says Dominator 50 comma something. So it's a different version of the indicator. That just isn't working with those settings very well. Right, so yeah, so if we look over at Ethereum whilst we are here, the Ethereum, you can see still obviously in a clear massive sell. I mean, these sells are ridiculous. I mean, these are why I want to set up the Dominator bot, so we can try and take some longer trending moves. It's just hard. You do never know in this market whether, you do never know in any market whether a move is going to be a sustained trending move or whether it's just going to be you're in an area of chop, so you want to be trying to take your profit. But that's why you should be cutting your losses short, cutting your losses and then winning your profits, which we didn't do. Didn't do to the extent we could have done, or should have done, or with the bot account we didn't anyway. So I'm sure lots of other people are selling all the way into this. Yeah, so let's have a look at the Ethereum Dominator, which we are going to be trading, which I was in the process of setting up today. So like, yeah, as you can see, we had a sell here, which was a great sell. We had a buy here, which didn't work out that well, but you could have got some profit, or at least a break even on that. Sorry, here we had a sell here, which didn't really work out, but you would have pretty much got a break even. We had a buy here, which would have got you some profit. We had a sell, which was actually just here, perfect sell before that drop. We had a buy here, which was a perfect buy before that rally. We had a sell here, which I mean, it was a good sell. We came down quite a lot, depending on how wide your stop was. I actually did get stopped out of this one because I was running too tight a stop for a more volatile asset. I was running the same sort of stop percentage I was running for Bitcoin, and if I hadn't done that, then we would have got a profit out of that one. Yeah, and a buy here, which was a great buy. A sell here was a good sell. A buy down here, which was a fantastic buy. A sell here, which the market did actually come down, and then a buy here, which probably wouldn't really amount to much. A sell here, which didn't really amount to much, and then a great buy here. So yeah, you can see how this does work, this Dominator. I am setting it up with limit orders, and I am setting it up with what 3 commas call safety orders, which are basically multiple entries averaging on side. Don't know what happened there. I think I maybe just moved the stuff around a bit too much. Let's see if we can go back, get our chart back. There it is. Dominator's gone though, so I will get that back in a minute. Yeah, so yeah, that pretty much ends the video. Like I said, I've got this Dominator bot set up. I'm just we're just fixing some bugs in it, so you guys can get the alert on your newer version of it. So yeah, we're going to see what happens with Bitcoin here. Can we mount some sort of a comeback, which is obviously gonna look like a lower high in the charts, but to confirm a trend change, obviously we need a high low and then a higher high than that higher low after, so a higher high. So we've got a lot of work to do in Bitcoin if we're going to turn bullish. I mean, stock lot markets are looking incredibly weak. Yeah, they've had failed bounce today, still sat on our lows. So I mean, I guess everybody's just waiting for the Fed rate cuts. That's what all this market needs these days, isn't it? In the big Ponzi scheme that we operate in, of just pump more money, more liquidity. They call it liquidity. They don't like to call it let's print money. They like to call it we need more liquidity. Basically they think dumb people don't understand what it means. And to be honest, probably a lot of dumb people don't really understand the term injecting liquidity in the market. Literally means printing money to inflate their asset prices of the assets of that rich people own. So Yeah, so we'll see what happens with this market. So yeah, remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. Consult a financial advisor before you make any risky trades or investments. And that being said, I will probably speak to you guys in the morning, and thanks a lot.